Good morning, good afternoon. Welcome to week 13, where we're going to be talking about meetings, conventions, and expositions. So we're building upon kind of why people travel, right? We talked about tourism, recreation, attractions and clubs, gaming, entertainment. And so this week we're going to be focusing on meetings, conventions, and expositions, which is a major reason why people travel. And the objectives for this week is to make sure that you can list major players in the convention industry, define some of the destination management companies, different types of meetings, conventions, and expositions, and venues. So when we're taking a look on the first page of content, it does have some acronyms to be aware of, and then convention center utilization by market sector. So you can kind of see some of the reasons why people travel. And one of the bigger players in our area is SF Travel. So we're going to navigate to their website next. So welcome to SF Travel, which is the San Francisco Convention and Visitors Bureau. And this website is really designed to try to help attract people to San Francisco. We're going to first go to this meeting planner tab so you can take a look and see all of the different pieces of information and collateral they have available. And some of the flexible venues that we have. There's, hotels, of course, is a venue, but there's also a lot of, and the convention center, of course, is a venue, but there's a lot of other interesting attractions as well that could be venues for special events and meetings in and around San Francisco. Actually, at one point in time when Dreamforce grew so large, they actually brought a cruise ship in and docked it at the port. And that was additional both sleeping accommodations for guests as well as places that they could go for different activities. And so we have the, why meet in San Francisco and some of the collateral that's available, as well as an interesting partnership that SF Travel has with United Airlines to travel free. To visit the city and the sites to be able to see if this is where meeting planners would want to hold their meeting, association meeting, conventions, and things like that. The next place here is submit your meeting RFP. RFP stands for request for proposal. So this is very common that an organization that is putting on a large convention or an association would send out a request for proposal to multiple areas around the country to be able to see, well, what can you offer me? And then be able to further hone down their list of what places that they're interested in having their meetings. I love this picture here. This is at the Pied Piper, which is at the Westin St. Francis, or the Palace Hotel, excuse me, sorry. And it's a very famous painting and a really elegant bar. So you can take a look at some of these different areas here. 5 reasons to meet in San Francisco right now. Planner, tool, and venue search, meeting space, virtual tours. Let's click on that one and take a look and see what that might show. This is a really nice looking area, right? Overlooking the ballpark. And you can see a lot of the different hotel names and the ability to have a tour of each of those spaces as well. So I believe that the picture up above was Hotel Via. And so you can take a look at any of these spaces, in one quick link, right? SF Travel is there to really try to make it easy for the meeting planners so that they could book the business ultimately with the city of San Francisco. And remember, the SF Travel is really put in place for that multiplier effect that we talked about during the tourism piece of the conversation, and making sure that any dollars spent in the city of San Francisco for a meeting, association meeting, convention meeting, anything like that would further help the economy of the city of San Francisco. And finally, taking a look at the Moscone Center brochure after it was recently renovated, and you can take a look and see the collateral that's available to be able to help meeting planners select the hotel. I think the pictures are amazing. I actually think it's better when it's shown like with people in it, as this picture here, but it really does allow to understand, the exhibition level with 502,000 square feet of meeting space. Talks about how many booths it can accommodate, if that's, the type of meeting that they're holding, and the physical layout of what it would look like, even as much detail as where the loading docks are and the freight elevators. And so you can take a look and see with the upper mezzanine, the lobby level, and the lower mezzanine, how it all flows together. And then the second level, as well as Moscone West, which we'll get to in just a moment. But it is nice that it shows the outdoor space as well, and fresh air, which sometimes convention centers can be known as kind of being dungeons with no natural light. Moscone West is here, 367,500 square feet over 3 levels on that corner there of 4th and Mission. So it's nice to see the visuals of how we're trying to attract those meetings, conventions, and special events to the city of San Francisco. And I hope you enjoy reading this week's materials and the assignment of thinking about an exposition and how you would plan something. It doesn't have to be to the level of a Moscone Center, but think about some of those unique venues that we have in San Francisco and how you would create an event that would make money. Have a great week ahead.